Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink and welcome to Nazi Zombies. This is going to be quite interesting. As you can see, we've got a bloody interrogator basically asking us random questions. It's really stupid that they do that in the bloody menu screen. That's a part of the campaign. Save that for the campaign. I don't need to see that shit right now. I'm sorry, I've just woken up and it's 7 in the morning. I thought it was much later in the day because I'll tell you what, the sun is shining so brightly in my windows and my curtains are like, they don't block that much light, so I couldn't fall asleep once I woke up again, and I'm still quite tired. Bloody sun. It's terrible. Now, to my memory, you can take 6 shots into the zombies around the leg area and you will not kill them. I didn't actually count how many shots that was, but anyway, as you can see, I'm probably not being the most efficient with my killing of zombies right now, and I do apologise for that. But anyway, hold on, I'm just gonna... Oh, no. I was about to say I'm just gonna pause and, like, turn down the volume, but I couldn't really be bothered. The remote is quite far away right now, so I don't really want to do that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the M14. I have yet to actually buy Quick Revive, in case you haven't noticed. Whoa, that's not actually beneficial to me, so let's go open this up. That was terrible. Of course, I didn't necessarily have to open that, but it was a very good idea for me to do so, because I don't need to do risky things. Otherwise, you know, unfortunately... Okay, so it requires 2 of these shots on round 3. Okay, I just needed to realise that, because of course that's why I almost died there, because I was expecting to have killed that guy, but that didn't end up happening. I was hoping that wasn't going to go into round 4. That would have been rather stressing. I don't know if the final zombie can run at you at this round. I'm pretty sure this guy's the final zombie, so that's cool. 3,500 points at round 3 is reasonable. Alright, that's double points. We're going to wait to use that for the next round. That's the best thing for you to do. I like it when Rick Toffen does his little moaning. I think that's quite erotic, not really. But anyway... where is the best position for us to be right now? I would say we need to be quite careful here, because of course they do spawn around here, but I can probably get away with standing here just for the time being. It is round 4, so the M14 takes about 3 shots around the upper chest area to kill. I'm not going to be knifing anymore. I think that was 4 shots actually. I'm not going to be knifing anymore because I'm not going to be risking... Actually, let's do it. Oh no, never mind. Let's go, and I don't know what we're doing right now. I'm supposed to be using double points to my advantage here, and I'm just not doing that. As you can tell, you should be very... Well, not as you can tell, but you should be, in reality, quite disappointed with my play right now. But anyway, it's fair enough, you know, because it has been a very long time since I've played this game. And I'm kind of out of it in terms of my orientation. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm not really playing this very methodically. Well, I am, but not as methodically as I could be, because it has been a long time since I've played. Of course, I'm going to have to make sure that no one's spawning down here. I'm not sure if that is the case, because this is, of course, still a low round, so probably all of the zombies that are spawning have already spawned back further in the map. But anyway, yeah, just here is the MP40. It's very unlikely that when you go through this area you do not buy that. It would actually be quite a strong disadvantage to you if you didn't buy that. Anyway, I might knife this... Oh no, never mind. 1, 2, 3. Is that enough to kill him? Yes. Alright, so we have 4,000 points in front of the MP40. That's pretty reasonable. There is a small possibility that I can still do something really stupid and kill myself, but I would rather not consider that possibility, because of course if it's in my mind it's probably going to happen. I'd rather it be a surprise kind of thing. That's what I would prefer. Of course, in these earlier rounds, getting to the last remaining zombies can be rather slow, and well, that's okay. I can handle that. Alright, so he's dead. Just for now, we're going to hang around the MP40 room. I'm going to essentially... I mean, this is round... Oh, this is round 5 now. Okay, cool. Oh, it's a dog round. Cool. So, where should I stand for the dogs here? I'll probably stand around here. This is probably an alright spot. If you are still using the M14 at dog round, you're probably going to die. But anyway, I can... No, do I have enough points to actually unlock everything up to Juggernog? I don't know. I might just have enough, but I kind of want to get Juggernog once I have it open, or available to me, basically. Hi. Mr. Doggy. Of course, that's not a good situation there. I probably shouldn't have reloaded. That was a bit unnecessary. I'm pretty sure with the dogs, they're actually quite lenient. It takes 3 hits to kill you with the dogs, to my memory. Because, of course, they are a little bit faster than normal zombies, so they give you a bit of a chance, if you understand. That's not a good situation there. I need to try and reload and be quick about this. Of course, as you can see, the dogs can be rather strange. You would think that they're rather easy, and a lot of the time you can say, oh yeah, they're fine, they're simple, easy to fight, but realistically, they're not the easiest. Alright, that's cool. I can do insta-kill. It's quite alright. I'll check behind me. There's a guy there. I'm just going to try and let my health regenerate there, because believe me, even when there's no more red on your screen, you can still potentially die. It's rather terrible. Also, do not lunge into a group of them. That is a bad idea. You can get hit multiple times in the space of a second, and therefore you're dead if you don't have Juggernog. It's quite terrible. Can I get that? Come on. Oh no, I got a nuke. That's terrible for my points. That's probably going to end the round. I knew it. That's terrible. That was a really bad turn of events. I forgot that you get a nuke around when you're in this room. That's very usual, actually. It's normal. It's not strange. So this is the main room, basically, of this map. This is the room that you're going to be in for the most part. And, that's a nice line up there. Nice, good points. I'm going to be able to get Juggernog very easily. And I kind of want to do that as soon as possible. There's no real reason for me to avoid doing that. Of course, I think some zombies are probably spawning. No? Alright. We're still at the low rounds right now, so the zombies that we're killing here are not causing more to respawn, so that's always cool. So that's a bad situation right there. That is risky, basically. When you're in that kind of situation, it's not cool. I would not recommend that. Now, I'm probably not going to go and get Juggernog because that's rather risky. I mean, you can still die by drinking Juggernog, because it is a very dangerous situation on this map in particular. What was that? I just heard a noise. It sounded like a dog spawning. It wasn't very encouraging. It's been so long since I've done a train going through here, so yeah, I don't know. Sorry if I am slightly off with my trains, but yeah, for these earlier rounds you can't really expect to get a nice train going because the zombies are moving at different paces. They're kind of moving slowly. Okay, so that's Carpenter. I don't really want Carpenter. I have no real purpose for that. Now anyway, let's go and get Juggernog now. Is that zombie behind me running? No. Well, that's a good thing. At least I don't think so. Is he running? I'm not sure. I can get the Bowie knife right now if I want to, so therefore I can knife until round... What round is it? I don't know. Let's just get the Bowie knife, why not? Something different for once. I don't usually get the Bowie knife, it's not something that I do. But of course the Bowie knife is going to allow us to acquire quite a decent number of points. And of course because we do have Juggernog, it's going to be very easy to do things. Right, I'll do the initiate link to pad later. Of course, that's where the box is. Dressing room, okay, well that's easy. Now, no trains yet. Also, I do apologise for the slight frame rate. If you have noticed it, I'm sorry. The frame rate doesn't actually show up on the recording as much as it does for me as I'm playing. But, funny thing is, it's just... what was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's because my PlayStation is, well, it's old, I think, kind of. It's kind of old, but anyway, yeah, I think that's why there's a little bit more frame rate than usual. Oh yeah, I have Juggernog, I don't need to freak out, because I got hit once. Oh, that's not good, that's not a good situation that I'm in right there. Thank God for the Bowie knife, you know, and thank God that there were only 2 enemies there that were attacking me. As you can see, even on round 8, it can be rather difficult to go up against certain enemies. That was terrible. That's a bad situation. I could have honestly gone down there. I think I'm going to probably be a little bit more careful with my knifing here, because those crawling zombies do make it a little bit difficult. That's not cool. I'm not happy with it. Yeah, as you can see, even at round 8, it is possible for you to go down with Juggernog, so just be careful with what you're doing and don't be an idiot. It's cool to knife those crawling zombies simply because they don't explode when you knife them. But when you shoot them normally... Actually, I think if you shoot them in the head, you can avoid having them explode. But anyway, yeah, it's a good idea to knife them anyway if you've got the Bowie knife earlier on. That's my recommendation to you. Now, might as well repair this window here. I do like to get points. I'm a little bit of a point whore. Alright, I'm going to go and initiate link to pad. That sounds like a nice plan, doesn't it? And of course this is going to allow us to teleport whenever we want to pack a punch a weapon, and I don't know when I'm going to want to be doing that, probably around round 12 perhaps, I'm not too sure. In terms of how long I'm expecting this recording to go for, I don't know. I'm probably going to be splitting it up into multiple parts. We have been recording for 20 minutes so far, so I don't know, this recording could go for as long as 3 hours, or maybe even longer. It really depends on how long I want to play this. Yes, I do have the L96A1 here, and I do realise that this is largely a very useless weapon, but I'm going to use it just a little bit, because I don't think many people use it, so yeah, I just want to do something different for once. Let's open this up here, just for some more balanced zombie spawning. It's better for the trains, man. Now, can I still knife with the Bowie knife on round 10, or is that the cut-off round? I can't really remember. Should I try? I'll try. Okay, 10 is indeed the cut-off round. Now, I'll probably start running trains here. Oh, that's terrible. I really don't like this, what do you call it? Is it aim assist kind of thing? I don't know what it is, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, what I'm doing right now is essentially getting a train together. I could have gotten it together a little bit nicer there. It's a little bit sloppy, and I probably could have done another loop there, but I chose not to. But anyway, just getting a train together here, and this is basically how you deal with the rounds from this moment on, and that's probably the best idea for you to take, really. I mean, that's the plan. You just go and run these zombies around in a big group, and you kill them. And I'm quick-scoping on zombies because I'm great. I don't know, it's hardly quick-scoping, really. It's more like just, well, it is quick-scoping, but what I mean to say is that there's so much aim assist that it's kind of unfair. You can't really call it legitimate quick-scoping. But I have definitely done quick-scoping games on zombies, just out of sheer boredom, because of course I have played these zombie games quite considerably in the past. And I'm able to just play them normally now because, you know, I'm happy to explore new and different things. Well, not new and different things, I mean just things that I've explored previously, but it's been so long since I've done this that I'm happy to just do things normally. Of course, I do talk on autopilot every now and then, so if I do say something strange or contradictory, that's because I'm purely talking on autopilot. That's a little skill of mine. A lot of the time, what I'm saying is not that important, yet it can still be important, but I'm still talking on autopilot, so yeah, it's kind of strange. Don't be too surprised if I do say things that don't make too much sense too often. Or every now and then, at least. Now, these crawling zombies are quite bad because they do kill the walking zombies when they explode, and that's a problem in the way that it limits the number of points that you can get. What does this say? It says, something to damnation. I'm not sure what that first word is, but it's just very, very scribbly. I can't read this kind of writing. It was probably written by a deranged individual, so I'm going to cut that person some slack, but anyway. Even if I killed them all here, I'd be fine getting back to the main room. But yeah, that main room just over here, and that's where you're going to be most of the time. Is there a way to turn off the aim assist? Because, okay, disabled, thank you very much. Oh my god, the aim assist is terrible. It actually makes the zombie trains more difficult. It must have auto-enabled because it's been so long since I've played this game. I don't know. I can't imagine myself enabling it, because for zombies no, it's not good. Yeah, just to start off a train, just sort of run it around in a circle up here until it starts to get a little bit too, you know, unsafe. There's just a few zombies hanging around for you to do this comfortably. So, like around now, I mean, I probably could have done another one there, but right now, because my skills in playing this game are kind of limited at this point, I kind of want to avoid taking even the smallest of risks. The thing is, when you're playing zombies, you can take quite considerable risks quite often. So, yeah, it's kind of difficult to take, like, no risks. But, yeah, anyway. Of course, this is great. The best thing for these trains, or the best thing about these trains, I should say, is that, you know, very easy to get lots of points because, of course, one shot does not just hit one zombie and that's it. Like, one shot is hitting 10 zombies, and so you're getting 10 times the points you normally would. So that's pretty great. Of course, double points here, that makes it even better because, you know, you're getting even more points than usual, and I have 7,000, which is a reasonable amount for round 11, I think, considering I've opened all doors. But, yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember what the reasonable... Oh, there's a nuke over there. Make sure you don't get nukes unless it's really, really necessary. I mean, if it's really, really necessary, do it, but if it's not, it's just a waste of points. Because in the end, I mean, if you're wondering what I mean by that, I mean, you're killing basically all the zombies on the map, and you're getting a set amount of points. For the most part, you can get a lot more points for, say, doing other things. Like, you know, shooting them normally, for instance. Is this still a one-shot? I don't know, I think I'm shooting them in the head, I'm not too positive. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this L96, because I'm sure you guys are screaming at me going, please get rid of this goddamn thing. For the most part, I agree, this thing needs to get going pretty quickly. It needs to start packing its bags. Of course, you do have limited uses. Oh my god, China Lake, are you joking? Anyway, you do kind of have limited uses with the box, because if you use it around, I'm going to say 5 or 6 times, it moves, and that can sometimes be a problem, but not all the time. Now, the China Lake is quite annoying in the way that it has a large explosive range, and when you get partially hit by an explosion, you kind of slow down and your vision becomes blurred, and it's bad news, because if you're running a train, that means you can get hit from whatever direction, and it's not good at all. I might just get rid of this thing now, because I don't want it. Even Pack-a-Punch, this thing is just a waste of time. It honestly is. It's not good. I don't care who you are, this is not a good weapon. It's just a waste of time. Okay, the only good thing about it is that it can create crawlers, but you can do that with the normal grenades, so like why waste your time with this shit? Alright, so let's go and swap this thing out for something half decent. At least half decent. I mean, this is not decent in any sense of the word, so let's go and get something a little bit better, but not good. CZ75s do a reasonable amount of damage, but they, of course, because it's just such a large hip-fire range here, or large crosshair, I should say, it's not a very comfortable weapon to use, and I would not recommend just staying with this normally. I'm actually going to buy the M16 here, because I'm low on MP40 ammo, and I don't really necessarily want to get the MP40 Pack-a-Punched. I have all options available to me right now. I can do basically whatever I want. And sometimes I do get the MP40 Pack-a-Punched if I, for whatever reason, have limited options, but I don't have limited options this particular run. I can do whatever I want. Anyway, it is, for the most part, I think that you should just be walking normally when you're doing these trains, but you don't want to only be walking, because it is important sometimes to go and get trains together by running, because you do need to be a bit faster than usual at times. Not all the time, but at times. Now, I can't go through there, of course, because that's very risky. You know, I probably could have easily gone down if I chose to go through there, so that's just an example of choosing what is best to do at what given time, because sometimes it's a very bad idea, and like a game-ending level bad idea. So it's always good to pay attention to what it is you're doing, and I actually fell off the, what do you call that, the ramp there, the little stairway going upward. Yeah, I fell off that. I mean, that wasn't a problem, but unfortunately it did cause me to run the train down there, which is kind of annoying for getting them into a line when you come back up around this way. But that's okay. Now, I think those exploding zombies just killed a bunch of my normal walking zombies, and that pisses me off. But anyway, CZ75 dual wield, reasonable damage, kind of. Okay, there's a max ammo over there, so I can do whatever the hell I want. Actually, I might as well use the M16 here, because, yeah, I don't know why I would want to use the CZ75 any more than this round. I'm not planning on keeping the CZ75 for very long at all. That's a bad situation right there. Getting caught just in between the zombies and the teleporter there is a common death. It happens a lot of the time. Okay, it's a dog round. So HK-21 here is a pretty strong weapon, especially against the dogs at this point in the game. So this should be quite simple, I would imagine. Okay, well, it's terrible when I'm doing hipfire here. I'm probably not going to have to reload very much at all. You know what? This isn't as strong as I first thought against these dogs. Whatever, it's not like it's a problem. I'm not going to be, like, dying or something to the dogs, but yeah, it doesn't do as much damage as I first thought. Now, yeah, going up against these dogs probably just... Oh god, stop hitting me, you know. It's terrible, I really do hate the dogs. They're rather stressful in a way, you know. I just don't like them very much. It's, I don't know, they're not a problem, it's just I don't really like them. I'm not comfortable with them.